Huh. Silk touch. Well, that's convenient. I better get on and build my my mushroom farm then. Let's grab that out. Finally. Okay, well, let's throw that torch on the ground. I wanted that because I want to basically build up some mycelium and get to work on my mushroom farm down here below. And this is going to be quite a simple mechanism. Now, you can build a mushroom farm without mycelium, but I want to do it because I don't want to fiddle around in the darkness and get the mushrooms to grow in the right area, which is always a bit of a pain. Too dark, monsters. Not dark enough, no mushrooms. So I've cleared out a bit of a space here for my mushroom farm, and it's sort of a 9x9 area and a 3x3 space. So I'm going to get started on here, but first we're going to need some mycelium. Now, I don't actually have any mycelium on me. We're playing on the SkyBlock, and there is a mycelium quest. Now, can I remember how to make bowls? Bowls. How do we make bowls? Like that, I guess. There you go. Make a stack of them. Wow, that's quite a few. I don't want to use all of them. That would be bad. There's some mushrooms there. Where are my brown mushrooms? There. Okay, I'm gonna plop those into there. I don't want to accidentally use them all up. Mushroom. There we go, mushroom stew. I'm loving this whole new crafting area thing that I'm actually finally using now. So let's make a, oops, how many of those did I make? Quite a lot. Oh, do I have to do it each time? Is that how this is working? How many? Whoa, okay, there's some mushrooms. Oops, don't throw that. Oh dang. Let's plunk all that in there. I got excited about getting my silky touch on, my silk touch. Okay, so there's a challenge for this, which will give me some mycelium. Way back in the beginning. There goes mushroom stew, 18 bowls. 18 bowls, can I even fit 18 bowls? 9. And then, oh, maybe that is 18. That looks like 18. Wow, I can actually do it. I can do it, folks. So let's do that. Let's grab our challenge block, and that's actually the last quest on that area. So, there we go, to mycelium. Now, I know you've come from a mushroom farm. That's okay. Just bear with me. It's going to be sort of a mushroom silo in this space here. And I've left enough space where I can build another one there and another one over there. But first of all, I need just a little bit of mycelium, just to sort of kick me off. So while that's growing, I'm just gonna jump cut, and we'll plunk this down, and we will wait for our lovely mycelium to grow, and we can get started on this farm. Alright guys, that didn't take too long just to build out a couple of, fill out a couple of stacks of mycelium. So let's just clear the area. Don't worry, I've got another grow area over there going on. Now this is going to be a very simple, super simple build. The first thing we're going to stick down is a little collection area, and you're going to be surprised how simple this is. Right, let's build a little super simple collection area. Like I say, I got a couple of stacks. Grabbing some materials. Boom, 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 boom. Of course, everything starts with the chest, and I want to put these in the middle. So we're gonna stack it here. Is that gonna be too far? Plug one there, and everything's gonna revolve around this hub. So there's gonna be a mycelium platform on here, and then glass around the sides. So where's our final collection point? Is going to be probably here. I'll stick it in this corner, put a chest here. I am building this up a little bit because we are quite close to the ground. This is pretty much bedrock level being in SkyBlock, so I need enough space to get a collection facility later on out of here, which is going to be some kind of minecart system. Okay, cool. So that's going to be my ground level here. And that means around my ground level, I'm going to want to plonk some mycelium. Yeah, there we go. I told you we'd crack into this. Just crack on. Now, Let's build a little bit of a border around here, because we are going to want to glass this thing in. And I'm going to be using glass because I want to see the little mushrooms growing on in there. I want to see them growing, and I want to see what's going on in my little harvest systems. Because, yeah, I want to see the water flow down. I want to check that everything is working perfectly. Now, each floor is going to have only 8 mycelium grow blocks, and it means there's going to be one here, put that there and remove that one, and one here, which my mushrooms are going to go on here. And I'm carrying a lot of stuff. It's a fair few blocks for this one. So this is going to be the grow floor here, and this is going to be the seed pods up here. So this is what's going to seed our farms. Now I could put 2 there, or I could put red on both sides. Let's go with opposites. Opposites there. So they will start seeding down there, and it's pretty much going to be a water flow system. It's like I said, it's pretty simple. I'm using some grey glass, and I wanted to use grey because what I've found in the past is that white's like that, and it's actually a little bit hard to see through. I think this color here is going to be a little bit easier to see through as such. Okay, so that's floor number 1. Floor number 1. Just realized I've left a few components down there, but that's going to be okay. We can go back and get those. So that will be that floor, and there's my little grow pod. So the next floor will be there. Did I put that down correctly? Yes, I did. Cool. Along that through there, and that's our next little grow floor. Is going to be here. There, and so there, I'm going to leave a hole on the opposite side of our hopper, and each time we go up, we're going to leave a hole on the other side. So we'll go up a couple of more floors, and then we'll give this thing a bit of a test just to make sure that's all working fine. And I've even left enough space in case I want to chuck a little bit more daylight in here for whatever reason. Say the mechanics change later on. This is quite a simple system as such. I've kept it very simple with water flow. I'm not using any signs or anything because my understanding is the water mechanics are about to change as such. Okay, cool. Plonk that on there. I need just a little bit more. I'll just pop off to the shop, get a few more materials, just decoration blocks, because I'm strapped with I have so much money in the kitty from all these farms I keep building. Cool. Right. Simple. Boom, 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 boom. Got our little grow areas growing quite nicely. I'm going to put a torch up here. Maybe not yet. We'll build one more level. So the hole was on that side. So the next hole will be on this side. So with a bit of luck. There's no luck here. Oh, I didn't bring my oh well, sacrifice that one. Didn't bring my silk touch shovel with me. That was a bit unlucky. Boom, 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 boom. Gonna need a few more materials for my little mushroom silo. Now I'm gonna build these 100 blocks high. Oh, I have actually run out of materials. Oh well, let's go down. Grab a bit more glass, and I did bring those ladders for a reason. Don't need those anymore. And where are we gonna put our little ladder on the side here? Can we plonk that there? Yep, yes we can. Yes we can. Oh! I just realized the flaw in my design. I can't build. I can't put glass on there. I can't put those on glass. So that's a bit of a failure. Not to worry. Let's put up a side ladder thing here and get back up just nice and quickly. Back nice and quickly. Shall we just nerd pole up? Yeah, let's just go up really, really fast. I'll keep you guys waiting. Whee! Get that glass. I'm gonna need more of that glass, which is gonna mean I need to harvest more fish. Fish are the only way I can get what I need. Only way I can get ink sacs. Fish. Lots and lots of fish. Okay, cool. Here we go. So, basic, very basic system. Let's plonk a torch here. They managed to grow nicely. And so the way the whole thing works is get my bucket of water. Can we see any growing yet? Can't see any growing just yet. Let's have a look. See any growing in the cells? No, I can't see any growing. Let's wait till a couple of grow. Okie dokie, everybody. Okay, so we got some mushrooms growing in there. It does work. The system works. I can see one in there. There's one over there. And that's about it. It takes ages to grow a couple of mushrooms. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a very basic water flow system. We only need one of those, and I was thinking of doing it with a daylight sensor. Take one of those. I think I need a comparator for that daylight sensor. I can't remember. It's been so long. A piston, and that's probably about it. I might take a couple of these just so we can test this manually. So I'm going to use a daylight sensor. I'm only going to fire the system off once a day, probably obviously at the brightest point of the day, because it just takes way too long for these mushrooms to grow. So I'm not going to get very many. I'm probably going to get a few a day. So we're going to need a lot of grow space. So if the water's going down there and alternating, the water will come in on this side. Let's build this out this way. Super simple, easy peasy, piston easy. Ooh. Okay. Build that out this way. Where are we going to put our piston? We actually just need to retract it, don't we? In fact, it can actually face any way. So, oopsie doopie. Store the water in here. Actually, going to want a bit of an inverter. I didn't think about that. There we go. That'll be easy enough to do anyway. And plonk that in there. Redstone makes me think. Boom. Now this is just temporary. I am going to build this a lot higher. Just at the moment, I put that completely in the wrong place. Just for the moment, we just want to test that the system will actually work. That's the plan anyway, at least. We need to build our little inverter. Boom. So I didn't bring a repeater with me. I'm gonna have to watch that falling because I'm starting to run out of health. There we go. Up we go. It's almost midday, actually. Almost midday. Plonk that one there. Pop in our test system. So that's going to come through there and there. Hello? What happened to you? Okay, cool. So, sun turns that off. Piston extends. Water gets trapped. Okay. I can't actually see daylight from here, so we're going to have to probably build out that way. It's going to be a little bit of a problem, but not too much. Let's build out this way, because it helps if I can see the sun. It will help if I can see the sun. Still can't see the sun going that way. Okay. Is there a gap of sunlight here? I think there's a gap of sunlight, like right here. I could probably build some sunlight out. Okay, let's plonk that down. I think we need a comparator. Yeah, there we go. We did need that comparator, and that should trickle around and get a little bit darker each time it goes around. So it's going to need to be quite a bit darker, quite a bit further away. But let's just assume that's far enough away. It's going to power that. That pulls in the thing. Yep. Okay. Cool. Let's plonk the water in there. So what'll happen is the sun will come along, it'll heat this thing up, it will go far enough because of where it is at the moment. It's actually almost midday. It's a shame we couldn't just fit it all the way in. Can we fit it all the way in? And it will release the water pressure quite nicely. I only brought one of those with me. Hopefully we don't drop it. Boom. Didn't drop it. Yes, fantastic. Plonk. Let's see how far this will go. If it doesn't go far enough, we'll just fake it. And I need that redstone over there. That one redstone. Oh, actually I don't. I got a whole stack there. Don't worry about that. And that will hit that. The piston will extend. The water will flow down all the way to the bottom. Look, there it goes. And we should have 2 mushrooms in here. 2 mushrooms. A couple of blocks I dropped. Fantastic. So that's essentially the basis of the entire system. Sun travels away. We can keep this open as long as we want. So it might be that as we get taller, it needs a bit more time to flow down. So we can always bring it a little bit closer. It should start powering down soon. Takes a little bit of while. So, and it will clip off there, and that will clip back in, and the flush finishes, and that's it. It's that simple. So all we got to do now is basically scale this up quite a bit. Make sure we leave enough space between these, because the calculation is off a 9x9 area, so we don't want too many of these right next to each other. So we'll build one there, I'll build one over there, and we'll come back and we'll see the full system in action. Alrighty, here's the mushroom farm. 100 blocks of mushroom silo. It's not very wide, but it sure is tall. And there's only a couple of things left to do now, and that's just to put in a bit of water and plonk in the solar panel. So I think it's about 15 blocks. That should light that up there. It's getting pretty close, and it should open up around about 10 o'clock each day, whatever time it is. But let's plonk the water in there. I'll work out the timings a bit for that, and it should just clear out all that water as such. Okay, there we go. Let's jump down and see if we can follow the water going down. Oh, I think we're a little bit behind it. Let's see if we can get ahead of it. Oh, too far. Oh, that's about on par. It's not the quickest thing in the world, so you do need the catchment area to be open for a wee bit, enough time for it to get to the bottom for a little while, to flush all the mushrooms down. Now, mushrooms are very slow to grow, so I think flushing the system once a day is going to be enough. They are super slow to grow, and you can only grow so many in that sort of 9x9x3 area, so don't put your silos too close together or you're going to run into a problem. And they should be ticking through around about now. I can see the water coming down. It's almost here. Here it comes. We've got any mushrooms floating down? Come on, oh, here they come, very slowly. It's quite a slow process. We get a lot more brown mushrooms, so what I might do is I might tweak the growth pattern a little bit, so I may have one that maybe just produces just red and just leave these brown ones out, or even put 3 red ones in so I get a slightly better chance or better ratio of taking it together. But yeah, it's fairly straightforward. Wow, it's getting a lot of mushrooms. And these should just be able to tick away quite nicely every day. And that's it. It's a pretty simple system, but it's a fairly, there's just a couple of gotchas you gotta watch out for. Eventually that should wind down once that sun sort of hits about 2 p.m. About 2 p.m. once it ticks past there. Anyway, I'm gonna park it there. If you like this video, remember to leave a like. It helps a massive amount. If you like SkyBlock, or if you like Minecraft, or different farm builds, subscribe to the channel. I will be doing more of these. But next video will be a bit of a world tour. We're gonna do a Disney World tour. And recap some of the things we built, like the the slime farm, how the cactus farm, the sugar farm, fish farm, the mob farm. We're just going to go tour around and maybe revisit anything and any tweaks that I maybe got, and future builds. So that's all from me, and I'll catch you later.